Hi everybody and welcome back to Life Full of Zest. We are continuing our adventure along the South African coastline. I've got my sister with me today and we've just been having so much fun with our workouts and our runs, and today we found ourselves in a very small little village along the Eastern Cape coastline. We're in this beautiful vast sandy beach with a lot of sand dunes and open space. And today we are going to be working on a very gentle Pilates workout. As I said, I've got my sister with me, and so I'm looking very forward to getting straight into it. We are going to be focusing on our breathing, on our stretching, and just making sure that we get those quality activations. Let's get straight into it. We're going to be starting at the bottom of our mats. Let's take a deep breath in, facing the top of that mat. Let's draw those scaps down. We're going to take a deep inhale, and as we inhale, we're lifting that right arm up towards the sky and slowly bringing it around. And inhale to exhale, lift that left arm up towards the sky and slowly bring it around. And now both arms, deep breath in, exhale, lifting both arms up towards the sky and slowly back down. One more time with that right inhale and exhale, lifting up and all the way down, and left arm and lifting up and bringing it back down to your sides. Let's take a deep inhale as we lift both arms all the way up, lifting them towards the sky, palms facing each other, bringing them together and bringing them towards your chest as you open that chest towards the sky. And deep breath in, now slowly tucking in your head, neck and chest all the way down as you extend those arms towards the mat, rolling yourself one vertebra at a time to allow that spine to stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself all the way up, bringing both arms back up towards the sky. And now keeping your hands where they are, we're going to grab opposite elbows with our hands and slowly take a deep inhale as you exhale and lift that right elbow up towards the sky as you open that right side of your body, drawing that right leg down towards the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that left elbow towards the sky as you lean towards the right. And slowly coming back to center on that inhale to take an exhale and leaning over towards that left hand side after you push that right elbow towards the sky. Inhaling, coming back to center. And last one, reaching over towards the right hand side. Slowly coming back to center, extending those arms, deep breath in, exhale, rounding them up and back towards the sky as you inhale. Exhale, dropping those arms back down as you tuck in that chin and round that spine all the way, one vertebra at a time, towards that mat. Let's grab your opposite elbows with your opposite hands, and we're going to do that same thing. Deep breath in, exhale, leaning towards that left hand side as you draw your left elbow towards that left knee. Inhaling back to center, exhaling, coming towards that right side as you bring that right elbow towards that right knee. You can have a slight bend in your knee as you do this. And let's do one more on each side. Exhale towards the left. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale towards the right. Slowly coming back to center. Let's slowly drop those arms towards the mat. Allow that body to fall and stretch out. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, extending that upper back as you bring your biceps towards those ears. Let's hold here. Deep breath. So we've got a slight bend in those knees. We've got a core activation and just an upper back extension. Let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing that upper back extension, slowly rolling yourself all the way back down to the mat. We're going to do that 2 more times. Let's take a deep inhale, drawing those biceps towards those ears as you lift that upper back and holding for 5, 4, keep holding, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back down. We've got our last one. Let's keep going. Deep breath in, exhale, extending that upper back. We're going to hold here, keeping that core tight, lifting those arches of those feet, really focusing on what your body's feeling right now, and slowly rolling all the way back down and rounding that spine as you lift yourself back up into standing position, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's do one more big round movement with those arms up towards the sky and slowly bringing those palms together as you bring your hands to your chest. Let's take a deep inhale, transferring that weight onto that left leg as you lift that right knee up into high knee, and let's hold here, slowly bringing your arms into T-point, just getting that composure, getting that control, lengthening that spine, lifting those arches of that stabilizing foot, pointing that other foot down towards the mat. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, slowly leaning that right foot back towards the wall behind you as you extend, lifting yourself as high as you can to make sure that your body is parallel to that ground. We're just going to hold for 3, 2, 1, slowly pulling yourself back up into that high knee and T position, and then leaning forward to push that foot in front of you into a lunge. You can drop that back knee onto the mat and slowly leaning forward into towards that front knee as you lift your arms up towards the sky. Now slowly coming back to center as you open your right shoulder, looking behind you on that exhale, and inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale, lifting those arms towards the sky as you lean into that front knee. And inhaling, coming back to center and opening that chest. We're going to do 3 more of those, just making sure that you're synchronizing your breath with the movement. And again, making sure that you're rotating from the level of that waist, looking behind you, extending those limbs as you're reaching in those different directions. And inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, opening that chest. And slowly coming back to center. Let's bring those arms all the way up towards the sky as we lean both of them on the inside of that right knee, leaning forward as we rotate that knee out towards the wall next to us. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhaling, lifting that right arm up towards the sky. Then coming back down to center. We're going to do 2 more of these. Exhaling, opening up. And last one, lifting all the way up. Inhaling, coming back to center. Now tucking in that back foot onto the mat as you lift that left knee up to lift that right leg all the way up into 3-legged downward dog, and slowly dropping that right foot onto the mat and placing both arms on the mat as you come into your downward dog, pushing your heels into the ground. Let's take a deep inhale, allow that body just to stretch out, and slowly lifting left leg all the way back up and tucking that knee towards your chest, placing it between your hands and slowly dropping that back knee into a lunge position. Let's bring those arms out in front of you and lift them towards the sky. Taking a deep inhale, exhaling, opening that chest as you drop in towards that front knee. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, opening that left shoulder towards the wall behind you. Inhaling, coming back to center and leaning into that front knee as you lift that chest towards the sky. Coming back to center and opening up. Coming back on that inhale. Exhale and just really embrace that stretch down that right hip flexor as you lean into that front knee. And embrace that stretch down that trunk as you rotate that body. Let's do one more of these. Reaching up. And slowly opening that chest for one last time. Following your hand with your eyes. Coming back to center, deep breath in. Lifting those arms up towards the sky. Slowly placing both of them on the inside of that left foot. Leaning into that knee. As you rotate that knee out towards the side, let's take an inhale. Exhaling, opening that left arm towards the sky. Inhale, coming back to center. And again, you don't have to push yourself too hard. Listen to your body. Go according to your limits. Just make sure you're getting a stretch within those joints. Slowly coming back to center, placing those toes under that right foot. And slowly lifting that right knee as you lift that left foot all the way back up into three-legged downward dog. Now dropping it onto the mat and pushing your head through those arms. Deep breath. Now slowly walking your arms towards your feet, taking a deep inhale and extending that back into halfway lengthen. Inhaling to pause. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself down as you lift yourself all the way back up into standing. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, transferring your weight onto your right foot this time as you lift your left leg up, rounding those arms up towards the sky and slowly bringing your hands to chest, holding in this position. Keep working. You want to feel that stability. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly extending that left leg behind you as you extend both arms and holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing that left leg into high knee as you bring arms into T-points and holding here. Deep breath, lifting that arch, getting that stability, and slowly dropping that left foot all the way onto the mat, bringing arms up towards the sky, reaching as high as you can, inhaling to prepare. Now exhaling slowly, rolling yourself all the way back down onto towards the mat, placing your hands on the mat and walking yourself all the way down into your downward dog position. Now slowly rolling yourself forward into front support. We're going to drop right knee down, then left knee down, and leaning back into our rest position. Let's hold here. Really well done. Let's keep working. Slowly rolling yourself forward into an all fours position, and now leaning your knees a little bit more away from your hands to get into a knee side plank. So we want to interlace our ankles together, keeping that core tight, dropping that pelvis, and just interlacing your hands with one another. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to push that pelvis up towards the sky as you draw your shoulders towards the mat, and then slowly rolling forward into that modified plank position. And exhale, extend outwards, pushing those shoulders towards the mat. Inhale, coming back into that plank position. Let's do 4 more of these all the way back, pushing that pelvis up towards the sky, then slowly coming back to center. We've got 3 more. Keep working. You want to feel that activation in that tummy during the plank position, and you want to feel that stretch in those shoulders as you lean back. And let's do 1 more, leaning all the way back, coming back to center, and we're going to hold here. Let's activate those glutes. Let's get that belly to spine, and I want you to just let go of your hands and place them on the mat. Palms are facing the floor, and you're just going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now leaning all the way back into rest position. Taking a deep inhale, rolling yourself back forward into all fours, but placing both elbows and forearms on the mat. We're going to pivot ourselves around, keeping those knees together onto our left hand sides into a side plank position. You're resting your knees and your ankles on the mat, just making sure that you are lifting those hips. We're going to other arm up towards the sky. Exhale, keeping those ankles on one another. You're just going to open that knee up towards the sky, then slowly coming back down into a clam. So we're opening on that exhale and inhaling, lowering that knee. Let's keep working, making sure that as we are doing this, you want to lift your hips as high as you can. You want to activate both glutes and pushing that pelvis forward. You'll find a deep activation into those glutes while you maintain that core activation so that those ribs and those shoulders aren't slumping towards the ground. And let's do 2 more. Let's keep working. That's 1. And last one, we're going to hold in the air here. Deep breaths. We're going to go for 10 seconds. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Now slowly dropping those knees and pivoting yourself back over towards center into a side plank position. Let's bring our hands onto the mat into an all four. So bringing those knees under those hips, tucking those toes in under those feet. Let's lift and hover those knees off the mat. Deep breath, looking straight down in front of you, almost like you're pushing yourself away from the mat. Sucking that belly to spine, making sure that pelvis is in a neutral. Let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping those knees and leaning back into rest position, pushing those shoulders into the ground. Very well done. Let's keep working, slowly rolling yourself forward, knees and ankles together, placing both elbows onto the mat, and now slowly pivoting yourself onto your right hand side into a side plank position. Let's lift those hips a little bit higher, squeezing those glutes, bringing that left arm up towards the sky, and slowly making sure those ankles are in contact with one another. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, opening that left knee towards the sky. Inhaling, coming back to center. And exhale, open. Inhale, coming back to center. And opening up. Just remember to keep those glutes activated, lifting those hips up, and then pushing that pelvis forward as you're working. And making sure that you're not slumping into those shoulders. You want to make sure you're activating that shoulder to maintain that good posture. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's do 2 more. And last one, inhale down, exhale up. And we're going to hold here. And as we're holding, I want you to look up towards that left hand to allow a stretch in that neck. As you hold, let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Dropping that knee towards the other one and slowly pivoting yourself back over into an all fours position, tucking those toes in under those feet. Getting ready to lift those knees off the mat and holding. Very, very nice. Let's keep working. You want to feel that activation. Just hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping those knees and leaning yourself all the way back into that rest position. This time I want you to bring your knees slightly larger than shoulder width apart as you push those shoulders down towards the mat. And just allow that heart rate to slowly come down. Slowly coming back into that all fours position. Tucking those toes in under your feet as you lift yourself into downward dog, pushing that head through those arms. And now slowly walking those feet towards those hands. And as you're walking, you're bending your knees so that you can sit down in the center of your mat, looking towards the front of that mat. Let's hug those knees towards that chest and just allow that body to stretch out. Let's open that chest towards the sky as you lift that chin, and slowly extending both legs, bringing both arms out in front of you. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale slowly, controlling yourself all the way down onto the mat. In your supine position, let's bend both knees, placing that on that knee and placing your hands behind the back of that left knee as you draw that knee to chest. Just holding here, allowing those muscles that we've just worked to stretch out. And slowly placing that right knee over that left knee, arms in, drawing your knees towards the right hand side, just allowing a stretch down that body. Now slowly coming back to center and placing that left ankle onto that right knee and interlacing your hands behind the back of that right knee as you draw that knee to chest. Again, just embracing that stretch and really just being grateful for that activation of those muscles and the release as we stretch out. And slowly placing that left knee onto that right knee, bringing arms into T-point and just dropping those knees towards the right hand side, looking towards that right side as you drop those knees. And slowly coming back to lift yourself up into seated. Thanks for joining Masasana on the mat today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. As you can see, the wind is picking up, so we are going to head home and get a nice cup of coffee. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you in that next adventure video.